Josh Green here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Malik Scott here in London. How you doing, Malik? Long day today?
No, yes, a long day, but it come with the game, and this is what we all sign up for. So I'm just here making my time for you guys and answering the questions that you guys want to know.
Well, we really appreciate the time. Deontay WIlder back with a bang. Absolutely incredible to see him revealed today as the free agent signing with Matchroom. Just a one-fight deal. Is that how this is working?
I don't know nothing about the business aspect, but I know it's a great event. I'm happy he's on the card, and this is a great opportunity for him to take advantage of.
In terms of where he is in his career, he's talked about it up there as being his final assault. I was saying, where do you see Deontay in his career at the moment? Is this really his final farewell, his final assault at world title glory?
I would say this is definitely a second half career feeling of do or die, shit to get off the pot. And how he could just conquer all of that is just being himself. No distractions, being violent, pulling the trigger, taking risks, just being the man that got him to this point right here. He does that, then Zhang is knocked out cold.
I think we're seeing a slightly different attitude, certainly in the press conferences from Deontay. He seems a calm, measured, controlled individual up there. Are you seeing a slight mindset change from him at all?
It's tough, man, because it's like, how can I put it? I just think as we get older, we mature. As we mature, our perspectives change. As our perspective change, our opinion change. As our opinion change, the way we deliver things, you could say verbally, it could come out as extra calm. I'm really trying to stay away from all of that because I want Deontay violent. I want him in a violent mindset. I want him to punch through Zhang. I want him to really, really hurt Zhang really, really bad. And I want him to do everything that I brag about to you guys about. I want y'all to see this because the man has showed me things when I'm training him that I've never seen a man his size do. I felt power from this man that I've never felt in my life from anybody on pads and on, just period. He's a special individual, but he got to show you how special he is. And I believe in him now than I ever did before, even though the last fight we came up short, because I believe the last fight, us coming up short, it awakened a beast up in him all over again. And he may have needed that. Unfortunately, a defeat sometimes, it awakened other particles in you concerning your character, concerning intestinal fortitude on do you really want this or not? And I believe it woke up them things, and we'll see. We'll see. I know what I believe. What I believe is he's going to knock Zhang out. You know what I mean? And it's something I'm looking forward to, but I'm also looking forward to getting back to training because that's what I enjoy the most. Being in camp, watching film, you know what I mean? Drinking my coffee, going to the gym, training guys. I'm that.
If and when Deontay gets the win over Zhilei Zhang, that could open windows, open doors to future opportunities. We know that Anthony Joshua fight has been mentioned so many times over the year. Is that still a realistic possibility, do you feel?
Absolutely, especially if he do to Zhang what I believe he can do. I believe that fight is just as big as it was before.
With Anthony Joshua's rise as well, and the way he's come back in the last couple of fights against Ngannou, against Wallin, is that fight bigger than ever?
Him and Deontay? Absolutely, especially, but the job got to get done June 1st. It's very hard for me to think about an Anthony Joshua fight when we're coming off a loss and now we fighting another very dangerous heavyweight like Zhang. Very hard. I'm not thinking about AJ right now. I'm thinking about Zhang. So if I'm not answering the questions good, because I think about Zhang every day since this fight was made. He's in my sleep. When I wake up, I'm thinking about him. When I look at TV, I'm film studying him. Like, you know what I mean? This dude, he's real pain in my ass, man. Pain in my ass. And we got to get rid of him because he's a pain in my ass, man. His trainer is a pain in my ass because he's a good trainer.
Final
good teaching.
Final piece of business I'd like to get your thoughts on is the upcoming undisputed bout between Tyson Fury.
Yeah. First I had a 50-50, but now I'm seeing that Fury is lighter and in a lot better shape. It's no telling, man. It's no telling. When Fury is lighter in shape, he's very dangerous, very dangerous. But when he's big, he's dangerous too. You know what I mean? If I was a betting man, I would go with Usyk probably. But but I wouldn't go with him by a wide margin. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go with him by a wide margin. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Once again, we're talking about those guys, and who you think I'm thinking about?
The shape he was in, do you feel like he's fully tuned in for this?
Well, we're talking about those guys, right? But who do you think I'm really thinking about right now?
I think you're thinking about Zhilei Zhang and Deontay WIlder. Am I right?
I'm thinking about Zhang, brother. Yes. But
He's in your sleep.
yes, he in my sleep. He's everywhere. But it's good. I like that. I want him to, he should, because I care. You know, he matters to me because I know how dangerous he is. So he should matter to me. I take this job very serious. Deontay brought me in this game as a teacher. He gave me a hell of a position. So every time he's up to bat, there's a lot on the line. And it's my job to make sure he stay focused, he be himself, he stay responsible, he get the job done in a violent manner.
Malik, it's a real pleasure chatting. Thank you for your time.
I appreciate you. Let's get it.
London, Deontay Wilder's demeanor seemed very what we're accustomed to. I think we've seen something similar with Anthony Joshua after he took a defeat in terms of going back to the basics. He said that he can feel the beast rising in him again. What would you attribute that to? Why is it different this time around for him?
I don't know, sometimes it could just come of age. I know people that, I have friends of mine that they used to be street runners, street gangsters. As time went on, I see them 20 years later, they got 3 kids. Their mindset is a lot more chill. They really don't have time for the activities we used to have time for. So I use that analogy to say that's not the exact thing, but as you get older and you experience different things, your love for different things may change. But unfortunately for Deontay, he has a killer instinct in him and a stubbornness in him that I don't believe that could be cut off. I don't believe that he could change that really. I believe that he is who he is. He's a very violent man, not just in the ring. If he's not in the ring, he's shooting guns. If he's not shooting guns, he's handling business very aggressively. If he's not doing that, he's being aggressive with other things. It's just who he is. I think, but I know tons of killers also that had a bad night in the office concerning boxing because it's controlled chaos, whatever way you look at it. You're going to have to use your mind if you really want to be surgical and knock somebody out cold, especially at this level. And he went in there with, to me, an opponent that doesn't get a lot of credit. Him or his training. Andy Lee and Joseph Parker had an incredible methodical game plan. They did just enough to win the rounds. They did just enough to take a chance. They did just enough before you look up, we down 8 rounds, and now they're being very methodical, very protective, and being very surgical in their own ways. And at this time, Deontay is having the worst night of his career. So the ball really was in a quarter on that night because not from luck, from good game plan and Deontay just having a bad night in the office, not being able to pull a trigger. I've seen it happen to the best. But I believe being ashamed of that performance, I believe, and when I'm saying Deontay, I'm saying me too. That's a performance I'm ashamed of. That's a loss that I put on my record as well, because I know what he really can do. And if he go in here June 1st and beat a Deontay Wilder, that I'm always bragging to you guys about, that I'm always saying so many good things about, that literally has my doctor telling me less than a year I'm going to have reconstructive surgery on my right shoulder. And not just me, JD's don't even hold pads some more because 10 years just taking Deontay Wilder's pounding. The doctor said had to give him a new shoulder, and now he can't even do that no more. If that Deontay Wilder shows up, y'all going to see Zhang fall, and it's going to be a beautiful thing coming from a violent standpoint, very artistic and violent, because Zhang is a Pop-Tart when he gets fatigued. He just is. He falls apart. He's really scared. He almost would do anything not to get tired. Joseph Parker, he was down. It was kind of I would say Deontay had an off night, right? I would say when Zhang lost to Parker, he really just was very methodical, not doing much. He really was fine, and I believe he held that because he just doesn't like getting into a vulnerable position when he's tired. Now he have to do it, you know what I mean? He doesn't like that. And our job is to take him into darkness. Our job is to see how he reacted to that. We already know how he reacted to that. But when the going gets tough and the tough get going, I believe Deontay Wilder is a much more tougher man than Zhang. Zhang is big and he's dangerous, you know what I mean? So I'm not going in here stupid, but I also know what my guy possesses. And what my guy possesses is God-given, and when he wants to, he can be very defensively responsible, and when he wants to, he can stick to game plans, and when he wants to, he can knock you out off the back foot. No one said nothing about him boxing off the back foot when he ice cold Hellenius like no one ever done off the back foot. But when you understand life and you understand boxing, you understand, how it's set up, it didn't work out in our way. So you guys in the media can rip and run with it and say he shouldn't be doing that anyway. Well, if it works, Brad Jenkins always tell me anyway, the best punch in boxing is the punch that land. Because when somebody could throw a wild punch and if it land, people will say, that was whatever it was. But if it land, it's the best thing since sliced bread. We have to go in here June 1st and knock Zhang out cold. We have to do something to him that no one never has done, and that's like really putting down and out.